this is what I did. I created an extra sheet, right? Or we don't even need to create an extra sheet.
Like this
Let's
your screen, I can't see it.
maybe it's your network. Or
That's why I asked for the YouTube link.
okay. Copy link. Okay, link to YouTube. Sorry. So I've dropped the link to YouTube. Okay. Now, what we do is we come to this other tab, like other sheet. That is the main sheet, right? And what? We select everything. We select everything, right? I told you to select your table easily so that we have a lot of rows and columns. So instead of us to be dragging one after the other, it will take a long time. So click on Control plus Shift, then arrow down, then arrow right. So we have been able to highlight everything at once now. So you go to Insert. When you go to Insert, you see Pivot Table. You insert Pivot Table there. So we have create on a new sheet, create on existing sheet. So let's create on a new sheet. You click on OK. What did I do? Let's see what's happening. Okay. So you just select everything, right? If what I did the other time did not work too, that Control Shift arrow down, arrow right, if it does not work, you can just come to this place. You can see where my cursor is. Come there, click on it. You see now, if I click on it, it highlights the whole sheet for us. When it highlights the whole sheet, you go to your pivot table, click on pivot table. When you click on pivot table, you see this coming up. Okay, sorry. Let me just see. Let me share the whole screen. Let me see anything I want to happen. I just hope nothing bad will happen. Excuse me. Entire screen. So now, you can see now open creating a new sheet, creating an existing sheet. So we are creating a new sheet. I click on OK, right? When I click on OK, we have the you can see from here pivot table fields. We have pivot table fields where we have all the columns about the rows, about the columns, the column names. We have the role ID, order ID, and all of those. We have it here. So we have all of them here. So what we do is for the first guy we created yesterday, I think the first guy we created, let me see, let me open it and see. Let me open it and see. Okay, we created sum of sales, sum of profit, sum of quantity and margin, right? So now sum of sales, sum of quantity, right? So now we will drag these sales. Let's go to sales. Where is it? We drag sales to value. We drag quantity to value. And I think profit too. We did for profit, right? You can see everything we have done here now. Okay. I think what did we do again? So we did for margin, right? Okay, let's see. We did for margin. We did margin. So if you go to this pivot table analyze, let me increase this guy here. But one show. If you go to pivot table analyze, right, you see a place where the root field, items, and sets. So when you click on it, you will see calculated field. Calculated field. We click on calculated feed. I believe you can see everything now showing on my screen. Calculated feed. So we'll call it margin, right? So under here we now have equals to. So I think we did profit over what's it? Was it profit over sales? Yeah, I think we did profit over sales. So profit, click on insert. You see profit, then divide by sales, insert, and you click on OK. You can see now we have a value, right? We have a value here. So now we want it to be in percent. We want it to be in percent. So we come to our home tab here. And under the home tab, you can see we have this number here. That place where they put general, where they wrote general. And you click on that percentage sign. Click on it. You click on percentage sign. And you see that it has changed to what? 12%. You see that this sum of margin has changed to 12%. Then what again did we do? Then we did month and year plus sum of sales. Month and year plus sum of sales. So now we inserted a new pivot table, right? Control C, paste. So now we can just remove some of them. We do month and year, right? So we can bring our year down to the rows here, our month to the rows here. Then by the value side, we have sum of sales, sum of quantity, sum of profit, sum of margin. So actually, we are working with only sum of sales here. So we can just click on this down arrow to remove sum of quantity, remove field. We can remove sum of profits too, remove field. Sum of margin, remove field. So you can see what we are left with, right? So we have other pivot table too. We have another pivot table where we did sum of sales, I think. I think we'll have region and sum of sales and sum of profits. Region, sum of sales and sum of profit. So let's insert another pivot table here. So we have region, right? I think it is region. So we draw the region to rows, right? So now it is sum of sales and sum of profit we want to be there. So we remove the sum of quantity, that is remove field, sum of margin, remove fields. You can see what we have left. See region. Let me see first. The region. I believe we are following, right? Okay, sorry, it is market, no region. Well, it is market, not region. So let's remove this. Let's put market there. So remove region, right? So now, uh, I want to believe we are all following, right? I want to believe we are all following. Okay, I get it, thumbs up. Then there is one left. Let's see what is left. There's a pivot table left. Then we have category and sum of sales. Category and sum of sales. So we paste a new column here. Category and sum of sales. Where's our category? You can just search here. Category. So we only have sum of sales there. We just want sum of sales there. Remove field. Remove field. Remove field. So you can see now we have the category and sum of sales, right? So please let me confirm what is happening on YouTube, guys. I'm coming, please. Let me copy the link and see what's happening. Let me see how it is showing on it too. Sorry, please. Let's see. Okay, I think that is okay. That's very okay. So now I believe we get it to this point, right? Did we get to this point? Guys, did we get it to this point? I need the response though. Hello guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So for those that have questions concerning this pivot table, our questions have been answered, right? I think our questions have been answered. Should I
Yes,
take
sir.
that for
Yes,
you?
sir.
Okay, okay. Now you will see that from these rules, right? You will see that from these rules, rule label, where furniture, this and that. We have furniture, office supplies, technology. They will have a blank there. So I don't want this blank before because if the blank is there, it will affect our work. So we'll do what? We remove the blank. You see this down arrow, click on this down arrow. After clicking on it, you uncheck this blank. After unchecking this blank, you click on OK. And you can see that the blank is gone. You do the same thing for this one too, for this other pivot table. You uncheck the blank and you click on OK. So you come to this other side too. You come here and okay, let's work on this too. So if you come to this one too, you can remove the blank because the blank has the effect on our work. Okay. So I think we are okay with this. So I can just, you see, this guy here, I can just click on this minus sign so that I'll reduce this long thing you're all seeing here. Click on the minus sign, so everything will just be small. Click on this minus sign. Now, you can now see now. Now, on this pivot table, you can see this ground total that is here. It can also affect our work. It can affect our work. So you come up to this design here, come to this design, and you see what? You see grand total here. When you see this, you see a grand total, you see where the root grand total. So we say what? All for rows and columns. So we are offering the grand total. So you see the grand total is no longer there. We come to this pivot table too. We remove the grand total too because it will affect our charts. For this other one too, we remove the grand total. Good. I think we are we are set now. So let's come to this guy. This sum of sales, and let's do what? Let's change it to currency. Currency, right? Let's change it to currency. Sum of profits. Let's change it to currency, right? So we have this. Um, I think we're okay. Okay, let's check what our dashboard looks like. The one we're trying to replicate. Let's check what it looks like. So we can see what it looks like. So all we just have to do is now what create a a new a new sheet. So let's go back to that place. So this is our sheet too. Okay, let's remove this pivot table. Let's delete it. I want us to delete the pivot table, right? Okay, now we have deleted this pivot table, so we'll be using this place for our dashboard. So let's name it as dashboard. Let's call it dashboard. Rename as sort dashboard. Let's delete this one we did yesterday, right? Delete it. Delete it. This is our sheet 3. Let's name it what calculation. Name it as what calculation. Sure. So calculation, right? Good. So now what we'll do is we will insert charts. We will insert charts. For this guy, we will insert a line chart. Insert a line chart. And if you click on, as I click on this, you can see, if you come to either a pivot table analyze, you can see pivot chart, right? Under, when I click on the pivot table, click on pivot chart. So if I click on pivot chart, right? So I want to make use of a line chart here, a line chart. So when I make use of a line chart, I click on what? You can see the line chart here, right? Then I click on OK. So you can see what my chart looks like. Let's do what? Control X the chart. We cut it. We come to this dashboard and we paste it here, right? So let's go back to our calculations. We click on this other one, right? We go to our pivot table analyze, pivot charts, right? Which one should we use? Let's do a bar chart, a bar chart. So let's use this. Okay, this is what we have in our demo. This is it. So you can see it now. We can what? Control X it and bring it to our dashboard. Let's Control V. Then come to this place. So the last one, we want to make use of a dove note chart. So come to under this, we come to pie chart. You see pie chart, so you can now see this one. Dove, you see dove note, right? You click on OK. You copy it, sorry, you cut it. You bring it to dashboard, and you what? You paste it, right? So so we have so we have this, right? Yeah, I'm coming, please. I need to quickly do something, and that's why I have to stop sharing that screen. Mm. Mm. Please, guys, uh, I need just like two, like just 30 seconds, please. I'm coming. Okay, guys, we are back here. So let me share the screen back. Now you can see the demo we have, right? You can see, so we already have our line chart, we have our products category, we have our products by region, profit by region. Like it's supposed to be profit by market. Okay, but it's still fine. So now what we'll do is we have all of this. So these ones you have here is slicers. This one you have here is sliders. You see, that our total sales is what we picked from the calculations we made. We picked it from this calculation we have here. Yes, we actually picked it from there. Our profit, our profit, we also we picked it from these are sum of profits. Uh, then our margin, we picked it from this from the calculation here, that margin. So it's not as if we typed it. No, no, we didn't type it. We called it. So these are slicers. This is they are saying by this right hand side. They are slicers. So you can see when I clicked on this slicer, everything changed. It affected everything. If I click on the here, you see it affecting everything. I clicked on this, you can see it. So you can see. So we can just refresh our slider, remove the filters. Let's remove the filters and can remove the filter. Okay, I don't. This blank is showing now. Now I want you to notice something. From this place, this is the demo actually. You can see this demo here. You can see it's showing blank, right? Look at what it's showing. That's for the line chart. You can see what it's showing now. But let me remove the because it's actually affecting now. So if you remove the blank, let's go and remove the blank, and you see what the chart looks like now. So you can see the dashboard. You can see what it looks like. So that is to tell you that the dashboard is what is actually responsive. The dashboard is actually responsive. So now let's move on where we stopped. So I'll have to bring this back to it is to an 100% care. Okay, okay, okay. So now I want to I will just for us to get that header that we have, we do what to go to insert shapes. I use the curved shape, rectangle rounded corners. Right, so that was what I use. You can draw your shape. I drew my shape. You can see this now. So I have this. I change the color, the fill color of the shape. Let's change the fill color to this.
evening, everyone. Please, can we still hear him? Because I don't know if it is from my own side here.
I cannot hear him. Oh.
No, I can't. Oh. It seems he's not on
Okay.
the meeting again.
All right. All right. Probably his network.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I got to know, I got to discover very late that I was off. I'm so sorry. I just discovered and I discovered that I've been talking to myself. Uh, so where at what point did what was the last time you guys heard from me? When was the last time you guys heard from me? What was I talking about? Are you guys with me at all? Well, are you Midi? Are Midi? Ha, Mr. Tukur. Can you hear me at all? Hello, guys. Hello, guys. How are these guys on YouTube? Is there anything they're saying?
Oh, yes, yes, I can hear you from my end now.
We can
Ah,
hear you now, sir.
so I'm saying that when was the last time you guys heard from me? Like, what was the last thing I was saying before the network logged me out?
It was when you drew the shape.
Wow. When I drew the first shape,
Yeah, that long one, the one you drew very long, like the rectangular round shape.
have I written the global sales performance on it?
No, 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 no.
Okay, okay. Let me share back. I don't know. I don't know why we had that issue. But it's funny. Ah, that's so serious. I've gone far. See, look at what I've done. Uh, so I was saying that for you to do this, you can just double click on this shape, or you come to insert and you insert a text box. Either ways. So, but for me, I don't need to do that. Just double clicking on it will give me the ability to write on the shape. So I then wrote this. Sorry, control. So I wrote this global sales performance dashboard. So that's when I did that. So I told you. Then I was saying something on this guy is there. I was trying to show you something here about the KPIs. That you see these KPIs you are seeing here, the sum of sales, the profit, the margin. They were all they were all picked. Like I generated them from our this thing. So from here, instead of we are not going to type these calculations. You see this calculation, this sum of sales. We are not going to type it instead of copying and no, we will not do that. So what we'll do is we'll just come here. Uh, so what you do here, let me delete this. Sorry. Hold up, hold on. Let me delete this text box. So now actually what I did was to insert a text box. If I should insert a text box, so I'll do it. I'll draw the text box here. I'm drawing the text box here, right? So I have this. So I can just duplicate it, Ctrl D. If you guys are not seeing this kind, you're not seeing anything. So I actually inserted a text box from the insert page to now I have this the text box. I can duplicate it by doing what Control D. So I can actually duplicate the text box instead of so that I'll have equal shapes. I'll have equal shapes. So I have these two. So let's see this. We have this right. So we have this guy here. So I'm trying to fix these shapes here, right? So I can move them how I want, right? So I have this, but it is too long for what I want to do. So it will not give me space to write just keep here the sudden with there. So now let me reduce the size. So I think this should do. I think this should do it. Oh guys, please. I need something like I need I'm coming, let me stop, please. Just stay with me. Just stay with me, please. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Please stay with me. I'm coming. I'm coming, please. It is. I'll come back. So, I'm come, please, guys. So, guys, sorry, please, sorry for that. So we can move on now. So, what was I even saying? I was saying this can do what I want to do. Now we can just. Okay, I've not really done sharing screen, right? Let me share the screen now. I'm sorry for all of the distractions tonight. So let's move this one to. So I'm trying to make it balanced, right? So please, let's do this. Okay, I think we can just make use of this. Let's work with this. Let's work with this, guys. So now, so when you click on this, I'm clicking on this, right? So I come to the formula bar. I write equals to, right? Then write this place name, calculations, or let me just do it. So we want to pick this guy now. Let's pick these two. Okay, let's pick these two calculations, then the sum of sales and what. So we can do this. You can see it, showing sum of sales, or I just want it to show the sales for me. It's A4. You can see it now, showing just this value. So now this one, we want to have our profit here. We'll do equals to, we click on these calculations. We click on this. Sorry. Oh, so let's remove this. We have just want the C4 there. We click on this. So you can see our profit here. Then we want to have our margin here. So the same thing applicable. Come to calculations. Yeah, I've not written equals to, right? Equals to, sorry. Come back to our dashboard. You click on this, then go to formula bar, click on it. Then, so you write equals to first if you want to get the correct result. Equals to calculations, then the margin. But it's actually just the default we want. We want just the default. So let's remove this D3. So you can see we have 12%. So we can just work on that later. Let's see the demo again. Let's see our demo. So it means I will just bring our sales summary product category up, then let's arrange it. Sales summary. So these are represent our sales summary, right? So I have this. Let me reduce it so that you can see this well. We have the sales summary. We can have this product category next to it here, down here, from what we have in our demo, right? Drag the top, drag this guy here too. We can just, because we want something beautiful and if not perfect, should be almost perfect, right? We have this. So we have this now. So let's increase the length of this. Let's increase the length of this guy. Let me check the demo again. So we have this. So now, you can see that we are looking like what we want to get now. We're already looking like it. We're already looking like it. So now what we'll do next is just we go to insert. So you go to insert. You see, I clicked on this dash on this guy first. I clicked on this guy, which is the which is this chart. I clicked on this chart. So I went to insert. Then you see what slicer, insert slicer. So we're inserting slicer for which one save? We're inserting slicer for the region, year, and category. So let's insert slicer for the region. Where is region? Region. Where's our year? Year and what? And category. Okay, category, right? You click on OK. So we have all of this here already. We have this. So we have this. You see me arranging them. This is the height. So you can bring this on close. Bring this one close. Okay. This one is here. Why are we having? I'm coming. An issue. So now I'll bring this one down here. Next, just readjusting it. Just readjust. It looks like what you want. Have this category like this. Let's have it. Shift it a little bit. So now we have this now. So, but let me see if I can readjust it. But regardless, it will not still go the way we want. It will not fitting. Let's see for this other guy. Now, the work of this slicer is more or less like filter. Yeah, this is what makes your dashboard interactive. This is what makes your dashboard interactive. You can see if I click on Canada now, you can see that it has changed. Then click on furniture. You can see it now. Then year 2012. December in Canada 2012. So, so that's how it works. So let's remove the filter back. So now, okay, the blank is back. Let's remove the blank. Let's now remove the blank, please. Remove this blank. We have this back. Now let's expand this one, this shape, so as to fit in to where we want it to be. I want it to be almost the same shape with these guys. Good. Which means that we just have to shift these guys a little bit. It's even very good like that. Shift it a little bit. Shift it a little bit. Good. So now we can move this guy a little bit. Move it, move it. Let's move it to where these guys are sitting. Right? Okay. So I can just expand this guy a little bit. Expand this one here. Expand this one to this side. Good. I think we're almost there. Can see what we're having. Something that is looking like what we want. So we have this now. Good. Let's look like what we are looking for. Aha. So now double click on this, highlight it. So now if you highlight it, you can increase the font size. So you see, then you centralize it, bring it to the middle. So let's reduce it small. You can see, bring it down. Let's have 28. Let's have it as 28. Aha. But remember that we have to put the, okay, let's bold it. Let's call it bold. Aha. Let's bold it. So I want to have something like, let's enter total sales. Have it as total sales. Okay. It's too small. So let's reduce its size to 24. 24 is too small. Too big. Let's see. Okay. 24 should be okay. 24 is too big. Let's use 20 again. So you can see this now. So let's change the color, the fill color, shape format. You see, I come to shape format. Look at the fill color. And let's pick this guy here. You have this color here. Right? If you have this, I think you can work with this. So there's something we call formatter, a bit format what's it. So you see, I've clicked on this total sales, right? I can just come to this format painter. So I click on this format painter, click on it, then click on this other guy here. You see it now, all the format in this first sheet has entered the second sheet. Do same thing. Instead of us replicating format, we're having to go through that stress. Do same thing here. So this one, let's click on enter. Profit, right? Call it profit. This one, we call it, let's call it margin. Margin, right? Right? So let's just insert a small text box here and call it, let's call it KPIs. KPIs, like we have the other place. Insert text box. Let's just put small text box here and write our KPIs. I think this place is small. Let's make use of it like that. KPIs. Yeah, I want to duplicate this guy. Control D, so that I will not have to be redrawing and redrawing and redrawing again. So let's move this guy a little bit. Little bit. A little bit. So we are still trying to make it more beautiful, right? We have this APIs. So let's still work with our format printer. Add that format here too. Add that format here too. We'll have it here. Why is not showing the background? Okay, let's see. Let me click on this place. Click on this tab. Format printer. So yes, you can see we have this already. We are making progress, right? So this is what, and this is what we have normal. So let's work on. So let's change. Okay, I'm not. There's something we can do to this sheet to make it more beautiful. Excuse me. So we can come to this shape format and come to this shape effect. Shape effect. I have shadow, right? So I have the outer shadow. You can see. Excuse me. So you can see we're having a shadow now, right? So let's just use format printer to work on it so that we don't have to be going through the stress of so format printer, put it on this guy. 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 So I think we are making progress, right? We are making progress. So we are good to go, right? So let's change the title of this guy here. What? Sales summary. We call it sales summary. Please excuse me. We call it sales summary, right? What do you call the other guy? Then we call product category, right? Product category. Product category. Product category and what again? Profit by region. I said it's supposed to be profit by market, not region. Now, you can see this one does not have a title, right? So I want to add the title. You see this plus sign. Click on the plus sign, right? Then we have add, that is chart title. You can see chart title now. You come here, you click, say product by profit by market, profit by market, profit by profit by market, right? So now you can actually work on this title too. can work on it. Let's increase the font. Let the font be, let's leave it at area black. The font size 16, or let's leave it at 20. Then let's give it color. Let's give it this color. No, that is too light. Let's give it this. So, oh, sorry. Now that's not the color we want to have. So let's have this color here. Uh, go to home. Let's have the second guy here. So I think this one is okay. Another thing is you try to make your colors consistent. Make your colors consistent. So let me work with this format painter too to work on my headers. So I need to work on my title. Format painter. Format painter. So we have this like this already now. So I think we are good to go. So there's something we can do here. Can work on the slicer. So come to this. When you click on the slicer, you click on slicer and you now see different styles of slicer. You can create your own new slicer style. Create your slicer style. Create your slicer style, and we are good to go. I'll just want to work on the whole slicer. You see the whole slicer header, selected item with data, selected item with no data, unselected item with data, unselected item with no data. So all of this you can explore them when you are working on your own personal stuff. So you can see the border, the font rather. What font do we want the guys to have? Let's say we want it to have Calibri body, we want it to be bold, we want the font to be 14, we want the color of the write up to be let's say this. How do you want the field to look like? We want the field to be, let's say white. Let's see what we get. We have the field to be white. So that's for the whole slider. So this is what we got. I think that font 14 is too much. I think that font 14 is too much. So let's go and see it. Click on modify. That is, you right click on it. Format. Go back to fonts. Let's pick our font 12. Let's see what we have. Okay. I think it's okay now. Let us have it like that. Let's leave it like this. So now we want to apply the same thing to here. So we can either use our, okay, let's work on the header. Let's work on the header. Sorry. Let's customize our, modify it rather. So you click on header, format. Let the header remain the same. The fill color, background color. Let's see this, right? Let's just change only the background color. Then let's make the header 14, right? So let's click on OK. You can see the header now. Category. No, let's make the header too. Let's modify it. Let's just leave it as 12, please. I don't want to be expanding and expanding. When you are working on your own, you can You can just do okay on 12 to think. The area is on 12. Okay, we can just have it like that, please. Let's have it like that. So this is what we have. So we can just apply all of this. Okay. Sorry, please. Do this blank. So we have this now. So we can apply this to, should we use format? Okay, we are not using format in tab. You just click on this, click on the next slicer, right? And you click on this, we have it already here. Style, that is style one, slicer style one. Click on it. So you don't need to go too far. Come to this slicer to apply the same thing.
Well, I don't know
And like,
what is there. I can't hear anything. Yeah.
is that true? Can anybody hear me?
I've been hearing you, sir.
Okay, okay. Maybe it's the
And
person's network.
I want to ask a question.
Okay,
So, when inserting slicer,
yes, sir.
are we to pick any of the variable and insert, or there is specific one that we are
No,
going
I
to
see
use?
where is that. I don't know.
It depends on. Let me respond to this person in the chat. Disconnect and connect back. So what you do is what you want to filter by. What you want to filter by. I think what you want to filter by. You get now. Is what you want to filter by that you. Let me show you now. We are filtering by. Want to now we are filtering by category. We are filtering by region. We are filtering by year. So it depends on what you want to filter your dashboard with. You get it now?
Okay, I think
Yes.
I understand now.
Yes. So it depends on what you want to filter it by. So if you want to filter by something else, you can just quickly you can use that. Now I want to
And
use
sorry.
okay, okay,
And
sir.
again, regarding our KPI, is it
Okay,
always
sir.
from? It can come from the table.
Can it was
Like, is it always calculated? Like, do we have to calculate the KPI always?
it depends on you, but it's good because if you write it with your hand, if you are making any adjustment, it will affect it. Okay, let me bring back this blank. I think if I bring back the blank, let's total sales. Okay, the total sales is not affected, but if I bring back the blank is showing already. So if anything affects the table, eh, if it is not calculated or picked directly from the way we picked it here, the effects will not be seen. You get now, the effect will not be seen because we want the dashboard to be
Okay.
interactive. We want the dashboard to be interactive. That if you are adding anything to your table, probably you have more sales now. If you have more sales now, eh, as people are continuing to fill the data set, people are continuing to as I add the information, these things should keep changing. You get now, probably if you go to add like 100 data sets now of people, people that buy the profit and everything,
Okay, that
this
means
data set
the
should change.
calculated profit will be changing.
Yes, so the calculated total sales should
Okay,
change, total
okay.
the profit should change, the margin should change too. And you will see this your sales summary will change, category will change, all this profit by market too. So you get it now.
Yes,
So
I
anything that is
understand now.
happening in the
Thank you.
table will happen to the dashboard. Will be reflected on the dashboard. Do you get that now?
Yes, I understand now, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So let's remove these grid lines. Let's remove the grid line. Just come to this plus, and you see grid lines here. We have removed it. So to make our work more neater, let's remove the grid line. And if you want it there, you can just leave it. Remove the grid line here too. So and we have this now. So anything you want to just remove, you can remove the legend. You see, let me put it back. So notice what it's removing, these values. But it's good that you have it there. If you want to remove the axis, so it depends on what you want to have on your DC. So let's have this like this. Okay. Now, so that we look more like a dashboard, we don't want to look like we are presenting it on Excel. You can see this one. looking like a dashboard, right? It's not looking like we are having it on Excel. So let's do that. Just come to this your, I think your data, or is it review? That is safe. Okay, page layout rather. Come to your page layout. Under page layout, you see sheet options. When you see sheet options, you see your view. When you remove your view, you can see the cells, the grid lines have gone. Then you can now remove this bars, this A, B, and 1, 2, 3. You can see what we have here now. You can see what we have here now. More presentable and all of this. Now you can add shadow to all these things. So you can add shadow to it. You can just come to your format. You can see shape fill or shape effects. You can add shadow. You can just try things out. You can see it has a shadow now. I can add shadow to this one too. You can add a shadow to it. And adding shadow makes your work more beautiful, right? But there is this guy, Power BI. Power BI makes your work more beautiful and gives you more beautiful dashboard. So we have this now. So although Excel is advancing too, but this is what we want to do. So I think we have come to the end of today's class. I I want you guys to replicate this and send the screenshots to the group. Replicate this and send the screenshot to group. So I want to see this before tomorrow class, because tomorrow class I'll be giving us project that we'll work on so as to get our certificate. So I will I want you to do this before tomorrow night. Drop it on the group chat. Then I'll give you project to work on tomorrow. Then by Saturday you submit the project and take the final exams. So by next week Saturday, everybody should be getting a certificate. Those that are qualified should get their certificate. So thank you so much. Our class code for today is AA0. We have AA0. AA0. So that's our class code.
Omo, you don't read class. You don't read class codes. I don't hear anything. Oh.
AA0. AA0.
AA
AA0.
zero.
Yes,
Okay,
AA0.
okay, okay, okay.
So that is that. So I'll just drop. I don't know if anybody has a question. Oh,
Yes, sir.
my that,
Quick question.
sir.
Yes, sir, I have
Okay, I'm with you,
a
sir.
question.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Sorry, it's not related to. It's not related with today class.
Okay,
There's an assignment you gave us. So I
okay,
did the assignment. There was a place you said we should split the office location into city and state. I
okay.
did that when I was submitting. The place of city and state was not showing. I don't know what to do. Should I
When
submit
you
it
were
like that?
when you were submitting,
Yes, when I was uploading it.
okay, I think you're the one that sent me a message. Let me go and see. Sorry, I was not able to respond because it was almost time for class. Uh, you know what you will do
Okay, sir.
before uploading.
No, sir.
Before trying to upload, it was showing now.
Yes, it was showing. When I uploaded, I had to verify what I've uploaded before I submit. So
Okay,
when I was going through it, when I came to that particular one, the place of city and state, it wasn't showing.
okay,
I went back to my Excel.
yes, sir.
All the information were correct.
Okay, just screenshot that one and send.
Okay, sir. I will
Screenshot
do
the one
so.
that was correct and submit that one.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So,
I
Thank you,
have a
sir.
question, sir. I have a
okay,
question,
sir.
sir.
Okay, sir.
I've seen someone saying we can use PowerPoint for making dashboards too for visualization. I don't know if that's true. Like
You
we
know,
can create dashboards on PowerPoint too, but I don't know.
I have not tried that before. I just think maybe what the person is trying to see is what is that when you are presenting to stakeholders, when you are presenting your work to stakeholders, you will need a you will need a PowerPoint presentation, because all of this long English, you don't want to see the data. They just want to see you explaining to them what is happening, bringing solution to them, bringing recommendations to them, showing them patterns, and all of this is you put in your PowerPoint presentation. So I think probably that's what the person is saying, but that's what I know it to be. So I've never seen somebody doing that before, but it is very possible. It is, it is very, very possible.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. So I think we have come to the end of today's class. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
For life.